The latest on the power tussle over Delhi, the battle has now reached the courts. In the apex court is likely to decide on who calls the shots in Delhi. First, the centre has moved the Supreme Court challenging the Delhi High Court's earlier order that had restored the powers of the anti-corruption branch to act against the Delhi police officers. The centre in its plea has said the High Court order is creating total uncertainty in the national capital. The centre has asked for a stay of the Delhi High Court order and to pass any other order on its directions that it deems fit. Meanwhile, that's not all. The Aam Aadmi government has also challenged the centre's notification giving the Lieutenant Governor absolute powers and appointing bureaucrats in the Delhi High Court. So both parties now moving the High Court and Supreme Court on different issues. But of course, it's all about the power tussle and who really calls the shots in the national capital. Sonal Mehrotra now joins us live for more on this developing story. Sonal, the fact is that this power tussle has been going on for the longest time now, but it had to reach the courts and it has. Tell us more about what this the plea of the Aam Aadmi Party moving court, the Delhi High Court says against the notification, of course, comes on a day that we're also hearing that the Supreme Court is likely to hear the centre's plea tomorrow.
Well, Bhairavi, there are two separate cases. What the Supreme Court is going to be hearing is actually the bail plea of a head constable, which was then refuted by the High Court, in which it made several observations saying that the centre's MHA notification, which was then brought up, was, did not go in line with the Constitution. It also called the 21st May notification a suspect, really, of sorts. Against that observation, the centre is now approaching the Supreme Court. But while that battle is still going on, Aam Aadmi Party, after first fighting the executive order through ways of letters with the LG, then passing a resolution in the Delhi Assembly, has finally decided the matter should now be settled in the court, for which they have now approached the High Court for against specifically the MHA notification. They have gone to court talking about the unconstitutional nature of the MHA notification. We also know that a battery of lawyers, including Indira Jaising and Rajiv Dhawan, will be representing the Delhi government in the court tomorrow. And they will be debating about several aspects of this notification. Also, the centre will be made party to this case to ensure that they have their version of the story when it comes to this entire turf war. For now, the Delhi government is pretty convinced, with the backing of all these constitutional experts, that they have the case in their, in their stride. But they have indeed approached the High Court, and they would like the matter to be settled in the courts now, since both the centre and the state continue to have different views on who's calling the shots, who's the boss when it comes to Delhi.
All right, Sonal, thanks very much for joining us with those details. And of course, amidst that escalating power tussle with the AAP government, the Delhi Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung today met with the Home Minister Rajnath Singh and the Home Secretary to tell what's happening today in the and yesterday, of course, in the blistering attack on the BJP government. Arvind Kejriwal called the Home Minister's notification that gave powers to the Lieutenant Governor to supersede the elected government part of an experiment by the centre to take the country towards a dictatorship. The Delhi Assembly endorsed the resolution calling the notification unconstitutional.